It's 7 miles per second or 25,000 miles an hour to get out of this gravitational pull sucking us to earth. And I think the exact same type of thing applies to us spiritually. It says the cares of this life, the deceitfulness of riches, right? The worries of this life, all of these things are pulling at you, pulling you down, pulling you down. Well, you got to survive first, and then you got to, find significance later and all this kind of stuff. He says, seek my kingdom first and my righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you, right? We have to get outside of all these, putting these things first and put him first in his kingdom and his righteousness. And he says, and you are going to start seeing supernatural things start happening in your life as I take care of all the smaller rocks, if you'll put the big rocks in first. But it took blazing fire for anything to get out of the Earth's atmosphere, in a sense, out of this pool of the gravitational pull. And it takes fire. It doesn't just take a mathematical equation, although it does take that. There is a science, in a sense, to study the scriptures, right? Be a workman, 2 words. A man that works, that can rightly divide the word of God. And he says, hold fast to these doctrines whereby you and your hearers will be saved. It's extremely important that we have the mathematical equation, we have the doctrine correct. But we don't want to just stop with a piece of paper. We want to be able to get in that ship and have fire and get blasted out of here and live on the other side where Mother Teresa said, listen, give until it hurts and then keep on giving. And you will get to a place where there's no more pain, only love. So what was she talking about? Be able to go to a leper that she's never seen before and be able to kneel down and say, don't touch that. You might get leprosy. But she saw that person as Christ. And when somebody walked by her with, just observing some spectators, and they leaned over and said, I wouldn't do that for $1 million. She looked up at them and said, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. See, what had happened is she had gotten outside, I believe, of that gravitational pull of self-centered living, and she found the joy in giving her life away because she was in a relationship, I believe, with Jesus. Because when someone said, hey, praying to Mary, she says, don't pray to Mary. Don't pray to Mary. Pray to Jesus. I believe that she had come into a loving relationship with Jesus Christ himself. So, we will never get out of the orbit of self without a fire burning in our soul. No fire, no flight.